Here we
All right,
go.
international specialty TV interviews with
What country
Duncan.
is he?
Take 4.
Brazil,
yeah.
and I have a World of Warcraft fan site.
Oh, brilliant. Okay, fantastic. Yeah, I've seen this show.
Yes.
Orcs and Humans, you're the first. Excellent.
Yeah, it's great. Where did you get it?
I made it.
Oh,
I'm allowed to do that.
okay. I guess we're started. Hi Duncan, nice to meet you. I'm Flavia.
Hi.
I'm from WoW Girl from Brazil. And the first question that I have is how it was for you to work with the Warcraft universe. Like, you're a big fan. So
Yes.
was it easy because of that, or was it hard because of that?
I think there was a certain responsibility that I felt, an added responsibility because I was a fan. I see you wearing the Orcs and Humans t-shirt. So, you know, back from the first real-time strategy game, that's when I started playing. You know, I was trying to make a film which I think the fans would feel like they had gone home. You know, when they go into the movie, when they see the environments and they see the characters, I just wanted them to feel like I know this place. I know these people.
As far as I've seen, you made an amazing job. And whose idea was to build these incredible sets and to recreate the world of Warcraft and the cities and everything there? Was it you or Legendary or Blizzard's?
Well, I mean, I think the film was something that they absolutely wanted to make. Even before I became involved, they were going to make a Warcraft movie. I think they had Sam Raimi was working on it for a while. And then I was fortunate enough to get involved and start doing my thing. But as far as building sets, and one of the things that I said early on is that, you know, the Lord of the Rings movies, what Peter Jackson did with that first trilogy absolutely established this amazing bar that all fantasy films, I think, are measured by. And we needed to meet that. But we also needed to find a way to be different and not to be the same as those movies. So, you know, there is something very stylized and specific about Warcraft that we know. And we needed to find a way to take that and keep the essence of it, but put it into a real world. So set builds and things like that were really our approach, instead of moving to New Zealand like a lot of other films would do.
Yeah, and the sets are awesome.
Yes.
And how was it to work with Blizzard and Madsen and being this close to them? Was it like, can you tell me what were the good things and the limitations that you had?
I can
Because
tell you
I
about
know.
the good things.
Okay.
Only
I
good
was
things.
curious
Only
about
good
the other
things.
things, but okay.
No, Chris and Nick Carpenter as well are amazing creative guys. They've lived in this universe of creativity as far as what they do for a long time, and they know it back to front. So I think, you know, we were very fortunate. We're fans, so we have a pretty good idea about things. But when you talk to them, you learn so much more, and you get an understanding of why they did the things that they did. They were also incredibly giving in that they understood that we're making a film, and there are certain things that may not work in a film that work in the game. So there was a very, I think, very constructive give and take as to where we would be able to keep to what the fan base knows, and where we would have to be a little bit creative or find solutions that maybe don't match exactly what's in the game.
And you already have an idea about the specific things that we as fans are not gonna like it in the movie?
I don't think that you won't like it. I think that maybe they'll be unexpected. I think that's the only difference. You know, I think when you see trailers, when you see images, there are things that you might react to, but when they're in context, but when they're in context, and when you understand why that they are the way they are, and you sort of are shown the story, I hope that people will understand why we made the decisions we did.
And are you prepared to receive the feedback of such a passionate public as the gaming public is? Because it's really different from your previous works.
Yes. You know, I can only try. I mean, I can't decide whether that happens or not. You know, I've made the best film that I can. I've surrounded myself with people who are as passionate about Warcraft as I am. Bill Westenhofer, my VFX supervisor, longtime Warcraft player. Jeff White, who basically works at ILM with Jason Smith. Both of those guys sort of headed up how our orcs would look. Both longtime Warcraft players. Rob Kaczynski, who plays Orgrim Doomhammer.
I talked to him earlier.
Longtime Warcraft player. So, there's a lot of us involved who are fans. I hope that people will be willing to just come along for the ride.
Yeah, and I've heard. I think I heard Madsen saying once that you got him when you said that you weren't trying to make the orcs bad and the humans good. Like,
yeah,
they are good and
yeah. To me,
evil.
that's the essence of Warcraft: is that heroes can come from anywhere, any race, any territory, any place. Everyone who plays Warcraft is seeing themselves as the hero.
Yeah.
And I think that has to be in the film of Warcraft. So earlier versions of the film where that wasn't the case, that just was never going to be Warcraft to me. So
It's like you piss off 50% of your public.
Exactly. Yeah, we're going to make you the villains.
And I guess one final question, Alliance or Horde?
I cannot choose sides anymore. Fortunately, I used to run a guild, so we used to have a group that played Warcraft, World of Warcraft, and I had, because they wanted to play on both sides, I had characters on both sides. So it kind of fits my director's job that I've always played Horde and Alliance.
Okay, then okay. I was going to ask again, but no, I'm not going to do that with you. Well, then, thank you so much,
Thank you.
Duncan. It was
Really nice meeting you.
really great talking to you.
Thank you.